Hello and welcome to the Mind Body Power training today. This is Cynthia Sumner, owner and founder of Healing Leaf, and I am excited to share this information with you. So today we're going to be talking about balancing hormones, and we'll be focusing more on women, but this will be the same information for men. So the same elements are needed to balance the hormones for men and women. I want to go into the emotional side first, and then I'll give you some information on the physical things that you can do, the things that you can eat, and the Hello and welcome to this Mind Body Power training today. My name is Cynthia Sumner. I'm the owner and founder of Healing Leaf, and I will be sharing with you information on hormone balance. And this is such an important topic because our hormones affect so many aspects of our emotions and our body. And I want to get right into the emotional part of it, and then I'll talk more about the physical things that we can do. But the root really is our emotions and the stress that's going on in our life. And it can also be generational things that we have in the energy within us. So just like you have in your genes the way that I look like my great-great aunts, and I have different parts of the way that the different weaknesses that I have in my body that's a lot like my dad and on his side of the family. So there's those genes of the aspects of the weaknesses in our genes where we have like lower bowel issues is something that kind of runs in the family, depression runs in the family, and then like the physical aspects of looking like maybe a parent, a mom or a mother or a father or a grandparent, or you see pictures of, great aunts or uncles. So just like we can have those aspects come through our DNA, we also carry the energy of emotions and beliefs through through the generations as well. So when you study energy, you'll see that everything is made up of energy. Our bodies, the objects around us, our thoughts, and so there are beliefs that can carry through. So we can have issues that are our own. It can be something that has come through the genes. But no matter where it's come from, there is a way to be able to take care of it and let it go, release anything that's negative, and replace it with truth just through our intentions, and also through prayer and just focusing on it and being aware. So I hear often, well, these are just in my genes. This is just, the depression thing just comes through the line. But I have been able to break those chains. I have that tendency of depression and getting overwhelmed, and it's a big thing. And it used to, it was a point in my life where it had overtaken my life where I was almost debilitated from even really moving forward and enjoying life. So in my teenage years and in my early adulthood, and now it's been years and I don't suffer with that anymore. Why? Because I set out to change that, to break the chains. And so, and also with those that feel like, well, generations, my parents, my grandparents, they're overweight, it's just in our genes, or breast cancer, or thyroid issues or arthritis. We always have a choice, and it's our intentions, and it's following the inspiration that comes to us that we're led to, and we do have that power within us. And so that's why it's so important to talk about the emotional side first. And I can't remember who it is. I should have wrote it down, but there was I believe it was Dr. Pasek. I hope I'm remembering right. And he said that under every physical element, there's an emotion that is at the root of it. that caused that problem. So wherever we're weak in the body, that low vibrating energy that can come from processed food, that can come from negative beliefs or negative emotions, that's a low vibrating, that emotion will attract those kinds of foods and that lower vibration, but it's the emotion that initiates it, and we need to look at that underlying problem, and then we're able to take care of all of the other elements that have been attracted to that spot. So let's say that you have a weakness in the reproductive organs. So because we're talking about hormones, we'll just use that as an example. So there's usually feminine beliefs or whatever. Let's say if it's a man, there can be some issues with their manhood or providing or something like that. So as you look at the issue and you'll understand that it can be attracted to that area. And then again, if there's if there's a weakness in the body, then that part of the area will not be able to throw off lower vibrating weaknesses and problems. And so it will resonate in that part of the body, unable to throw it off, and it will cause more problems. And so that's emotionally based, and that's a weakness in the struggles that we may be going through, or with the problems that we're facing that can overcome our physical body with the stress. So one of my recommendations would be to start from the very beginning, is to start with meditation and just being still, that time of holding still and being peaceful. And I recommend using some very meditative or calm music that you can feel peaceful and calm, and go into a room that you can be alone for a couple of minutes and just close your eyes and take some deep breaths and focus on your heart beating, focus on the sound of the music, and imagine your body at a healing balance where it's already at where you want it to be, and you'll feel that change in your energy. And if you do that often, if you do that daily, then you will feel this healing starting to come, and then you'll realize it and see it, and you'll be able to bring that into your life. So start with that meditation, and especially for women, it's important to give yourself that love and that and I shouldn't just say for women, but that forgiveness. So being careful with yourself, because it's so easy to expect this to be perfect, and then you cause unneeded extra stress and burden on your body. So as you take a deep breath in with that meditation, bring your hands over your heart and just let yourself feel on a deep level, and let yourself resonate in that peace. And sometimes you don't feel peace in the very beginning, because it can be that there's a lot of stress in your life. But as you continue to do it and give yourself that time, you will start to feel that peace come into your life. And as you're still, your body will actually release a chemical throughout your body. It's a healing chemical that helps boost your immune system, and it helps boost the information that goes to your brain. Okay, so it's important to recognize the real power that our emotions have on our body. In a scripture book called the Book of Mormon, in the section of Alma, section 15, verse 3, chapter 15, verse 3, it talks about a man, Zeezrom, who was a wicked man. And when he finally came to a point of realizing that he was wrong and that he was wicked and caused many horrible things through his wickedness to hurt other people and to hurt the good light and knowledge to go out, he actually it talks about how he lay sick with a fever because of great tribulations because of his wickedness. So because of his emotional stress from choices he had made, he was on the bed sick with a fever. And then in Hebrews, it talks about in chapter 6, verse 7, the blessings that come from God, and it's through herbs and water and plants of the earth, and that we can heal through, not only through the elements from the earth, but that when we forgive and we have gratitude and we take care of ourselves, we're able to receive that healing as well. And no matter how long you've had these issues with your body or emotional issues, physical or emotional, it doesn't matter how old you are or how significant the problem is, your body can heal itself if you will give it what it needs. And so just be aware and take time once in a while to take a bubble bath and put a candle. And sometimes I only have like 10 minutes to get in, it's getting after I've done all the work for the day and I've got my kids in bed and I've talked to my teenagers, and I'll hop in the tub once in a while, try and do it once a week. And it's getting late and I know I need to get to sleep because I have to wake up early, so I'll let myself just sit in there for 10 minutes. And even that is so rejuvenating, and it's just investing in yourself and giving yourself that time that you need. And it's important to be active and serving and doing, but we also need to be at rest. So sometimes as striving women, we're overly worried about how we look and how clean our house is and how well our kids are behaving and if we exercised enough. And sometimes we're not exercising enough, and so then we feel bad all day and we're beating ourselves over it. And sometimes we're overly exercising to be sure that we're being perfect enough, or, and that is hurtful if we overly do it and we're trying to have the perfect diet. Now, we want to eat as good as we can, but sometimes emotionally we make it so stressful that the good eating isn't helping us. We just need to be aware of our emotions and be gentle with ourselves. Sometimes we're just always moving and we want to be doing good, but we need to take the time to be at rest so we can be renewed. And this boosts our immune system. It allows us to absorb nutrients better. We want to take time to feel flowing and open and to laugh and have fun. And, so I highly recommend this exercise of self-investment, healthy self-investment, to dance once a week, to draw once a week, even if you're not an artist, even if you don't draw well, just draw something for like 20 minutes and to sing. So I am constantly working this into my week because I know I am such a task-oriented to-do list kind of person. I get out of balance fast if I don't do some of those creative things that I truly do love. But if it's not on my to-do list, I forget to do them. So I've put it on my to-do list, and so I sing in the shower. Take a shower every day. That means I sing every day. And I do have to schedule in the dancing because I don't dance every day. That's harder for me to let loose and do. But even if it's just for a minute to dance with my kids or to just let myself dance to the music in the car, but it's important to dance. And then also to draw. Just let yourself get creative, even if you're just drawing circles and swirls or flowers or just something that you are physically creating and moving. Especially women, we're creative beings. We're needing to create to feel fulfilled, and this is very healing for us to stay healthy, and it helps keep our hormones balanced when we give ourselves that time to feel flowing and still. And so investing in yourself is really important. We really can heal physically just by setting our intentions and giving ourselves that stillness that we need, sitting out in the sun, deep breathing, and then eating the proper food. Now, we want to eat as many live foods as we can and eliminate as much of the processed food as we can. And we don't have to be perfect. You don't have to go overnight unless you have a very extreme case of some kind of ailment. Then you'll want to just like right now eat perfect, fresh juice, green smoothies, salads, fresh fruit, that kind of thing. But if you're wanting to heal your hormones, some things that you can consume, some live, beautiful food that will support your reproductive organs greatly. It's just so effective, are beets, fennel, and parsley. You can make a smoothie out of these. I'll be sending a recipe for that. In this email, there's a recipe that you'll be using these ingredients, and you can put it in your smoothies. You can make fresh juice with it and do like some carrots and apples and then a half a beet. If you can handle it, you can do a whole beet, but be careful because it detoxes you really quickly. Sometimes it can cause some detoxing that's uncomfortable, but good for you. So maybe like a half a beet. And ginger. Ginger is so good for your reproductive organs. So it helps cleanse them out. It boosts the efficiency of your reproductive organs. And then supplements that you can take it's Dr. Christopher supplements that I recommend. They're all plant-based, and they are healing, so healing. I have many clients that I work with that use these and have been able to heal infertility and have a baby. And that comes with meditation, and that comes with the emotional work, and it comes with eating properly. But that has happened over and over where women were able to conceive. People that have had hysterectomies and that their hormones are out of balance. So using Dr. Christopher's hormonal changes formula and then Dr. Christopher's female reproductive formula. And these are so effective. And with that, you want to take wheat germ oil, either in capsules or just take it, get a bottle of it and do a tablespoon a day. And that gives your body the elements it needs to form to feed the organs, along with, that's what's in the supplements, are the food that your organs need to produce the proper amounts of hormones. So even those people that are taking bioidentical hormones, they're so much better than the synthetic. But it's weakening your organs because you're putting the hormones in and your organs are further shutting down because they are getting the message, oh, we don't need to produce. What we want to do is give the organs the food and nutrients that it needs so they can produce the proper balance of hormones on their own. So this is really important. And then I also recommend from PurifySkinTherapy.com has just amazing essential oils, very, very high quality. And I recommend let me see what it's called. It's called Hormone Release, and it's in a little roller. So you just roll it on your wrist, and there comes with instructions on that, and that has been very effective. So my mom has had a hysterectomy. She's been using the hormonal changes and the female reproductive supplements, and she's tried several different things. She's tried synthetics. She's tried all these different things to help with her hormones, and using this hormone relief oil blend and then the other supplements and eating properly, she has her hormones balanced, and it is amazing. So our endocrine system, it's made up of glands and organs that produce and store and secrete hormones as needed. It's like a hormone factory. So they're chemical messengers. The hormones, every time you become angry, tired, you laugh, cry, wake up, feel hungry, or fall asleep, your body is responding to hormones. The body energy levels respond to our heart rate, reproduction, internal balance of systems, so our temperature in our body. Sometimes we feel crazy when our hormones are not balanced. So it also, your hormones need to be communicating properly to release weight. This is a really important subject, and it can get really complicated as you talk about it, but you don't necessarily need to know everything about it. You just need to know to give your body live food and then incorporate ginger, beet, parsley, and fennel, which will help so much with finding that balance, and then to speed up that healing even more, to use the supplements. And so I recommend that. But first and foremost will be to give yourself emotionally what you need. And I really recommend connecting with your creator, your higher power, whatever that is, if that's God or your Heavenly Father is the term that I use, or just the universe, but connecting with that. And if you're not getting the love you need from the people close to you in your relationships, you can always get what you need through your higher power, and it's a choice. You still can be happy, and it's important for you to fulfill that happiness and to be still every day, and then to incorporate these healthy choices into our life, and you can balance out your hormones. It's amazing what our body can do if we give it what it needs. So I hope that this has been helpful and that you can incorporate some of this into your life to find balance with your hormones. It's good for teenagers. Raspberry leaf tea is another thing that's really good to take to help with your hormones. Start drinking it a week before PMS, and it's good for young men as well. And then the hormonal changes formula is also good for men, so they can take that, because boys and men have the hormonal ups and downs as well. And so that's something that can help them. So this can help all of us. And I will talk to you next week. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. If you'd like more support and help, you can go to my website, greenhealingleaf.com. Or you can respond to this email and find out what your options are. There's all different levels to be able to find the support to move forward in your healthy goals. Thank you so much.